To develop artwork that sells really well, you first have to start thinking of your artwork as a product, because it is something that people are trading their money for. And so you need to give them something that they really, really want and that they have a use for. So by looking at your customer's mindset and trying to kind of get into what their headspace would be when they decide to give you their money in exchange for your art or whatever it is that you're selling with your artwork on it. As you can see, I'm an animal artist and I've put my artwork on all sorts of products. I do art prints. This is my best-selling item. I also make postcards, which are really cool. People love those. They send them to friends as gifts. I make stickers. These are fun for people's iPads or cell phone cases, computer laptops. I've also made cell phone cases, t-shirts, blankets, all sorts of different products with my art on them. And this helps the customer be able to have something that they want to buy. A lot of times people purchase my work for gifts for other people, and that's where art prints are really good. But sometimes they don't have wall space, or they don't want to hang something on their wall, or they don't know if the person they're giving the gift to will hang it on their wall. Whereas maybe if it's wintertime and it's Christmas, a nice blanket with some cute animal art on it will just be the perfect gift. And so you have to start thinking about the purchaser's psychology a little bit when you're developing your artwork. Also, one of the things that I did when I was first developing my body of work as an animal artist, I started doing art fairs in my area. I live in Kansas, so I was doing just little small art fairs around the Midwest. I didn't have hardly any experience doing art fairs. I just had an easy up tin and decided just to take whatever I made out there. My work didn't really go together. I wasn't having an issue. I mean, I had some digital artwork, like some fractals. I also had some landscapes, surrealism kind of paintings. I had some animal pieces. I didn't really have like a focus as an artist. But what I did was I started going out and I thought of it as market research, where I would go out and I would try to see what people would purchase. And I had affordable prints that I had made of everything that I had hanging on the walls. And I learned really quickly that people were not interested in buying the things that I had hanging on the walls because they were too expensive. And they wanted the affordable prints that I was selling at the time for $15, which I sell my prints for more now. But at the time, that's kind of how I started 10 years ago, doing an 8x10 print for $15. And so then during that first year, I did maybe 5 to 7 art fairs. And I just paid a lot of attention on what people purchased and what they didn't purchase, or what brought them into my booth, what they had such a reaction to. What I noticed is my animal artwork was the thing that sold the best, and the thing that made people just light up and have so much joy and emotion when they walked in my booth. And I love that. For me as an artist, to share that much joy with other people just really uplifts me and really makes me excited about painting and making art. And so it was like the perfect meeting between the thing that I really liked to make, because at the time, all the things that I was taking to these art fairs were things that I was passionate about making to begin with. I just didn't know where that passion would meet the thing that the person would buy at the time. But then slowly over that year and doing that market research, I could tell what people would buy and what parts of my bodies of work were really monetizable. And so then I decided over the next 5 years to really focus on that. And that's why I made a huge collection of animal paintings. I've painted over 300 different animals now, basically every type of animal, because that's what I found out as an animal artist. People want the animal that they like. They don't just want any animal, so you have to paint everything. But every art niche is a little bit different. And that's why I recommend to find some way to test market your art. You could also do it online, but my experience is less good with test marketing things online, and that's because you can't get the direct customer experience. You might be able to see whether you sell it or not on Etsy, but there's a lot of factors involved in that have nothing to do with the artwork you're creating. Whereas if you're selling in person, you get to talk to the people, you get to feel them out to see what they like. Even if they don't purchase, you can see maybe why they're not purchasing. Is it too expensive? Is it not the right size for them? Is it not the right format for some reason? Would they rather have everything only be on cell phone cases? Or would they rather only buy your art as a sticker? Or whatever the case may be. I mean, you have to brainstorm for your specific art niche to see what your people in your area will buy in relation to the subject matter that you're creating. Well, if you found this video helpful, you might also like my video on the 3 Ps of selling art. It's a very easy mindset hack to sell more art. Watch it here. All right, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.